it was weird because she said that she was like, oh, I hope I'm feeling a little bit bad. And I'm just like, oh no, like.
Oh, whoa.
I'm like, hold on. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, yeah, well, it can't help it because every time, like, as soon, like, I think, like, the first few months her and I got together, like, she got sick, I got sick.
Yeah, no, it just
like,
ends up happening, yeah.
Yeah, so, I was just going to let enough time go by to where I'm like, all right, nothing falls on a holiday.
Yeah, we are free and clear now.
We're good. Yeah, and honestly, we have missed, well, I just like miss a lot to talk about.
We miss like our weekly stuff. I mean, nothing like
there's been a lot of huge stuff blow up
there
that
has.
we can talk about.
You know what? There's so much we probably can't even cover it.
Oh no, we're not gonna cover everything.
There's stuff that we just can never get to.
No,
that I probably already forgot.
No, like honestly, I remember a good bit of it. But without further ado, appreciate everybody tuning in. If the screen looks wild, the app actually updated.
Does it look better?
Yeah, it does. That is out of my control. So if the chat box has popped up on stream, I do apologize, and if it's in your way, I am sorry. But without further ado, let's jump into the podcast. It has been. YouTube said it's been a month.
Oh, feels like it might be longer, but it's probably been about a month.
YouTube said it has been a month. And I was like, wow, that is crazy because I still have at the time I pulled up, I had like the episode, I think it was the Bills and Chiefs. That's where this podcast left off.
God.
At the Bills and the Chiefs. We left off at the Bills and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then since then, has been a lot of NFC stuff. The AFC, in my opinion, has been quiet this year.
Yeah.
Since, typically your usual suspects, but we do have a lot of guys not a lot, but we have some teams that snuck in.
I think the only the two NFC teams I would say from the beginning of the year I wouldn't have predicted. Mm-hmm. The Vikings for sure, and I would say the Rams because I wouldn't have put the Rams anywhere near that.
I think at our season prediction, I believe we had the Cardinals.
I think we thought the Cardinals didn't do terrible, but the Rams for some reason, they just really took off. But I mean, you had you had Philly, Washington definitely overproduced a little bit. Detroit was going to be there, Tampa was there, so but yeah, we'll go through our playoff predictions tonight. Get that over with.
So the only interesting thing I have about basketball, because I've been trying to do like a lot of since we've been gone, I've been trying to do like a lot of reporting to actually have something to talk about.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that I found about basketball is since 2012, ratings have been down 40%.
I did see that. I feel like I saw that a couple weeks ago, but that lines up with it.
And so I don't really have anything good to talk about the NBA.
No.
I'll be completely honest. This is the first NBA game I've seen since, I believe, the last time we aired.
Don't let this jersey fool you either. I haven't watched a Celtics game in like a week or two.
And we will definitely talk about it because it's to the point now where I don't know how it's gonna shape up. Adam Silver has a lot
to look at.
Going for it. And what is up, DE? He said, "My glorious Kings,
we're back.
Dude. We are in the building." Yeah. We will talk about that, and then we'll talk about the college playoff stretch.
Yeah,
a lot of upsets.
Yeah, including that Arizona State game, which is probably generational. I can't even. I don't have the words to describe it, but.
How was our holidays? Honestly, I had to work for some of them. Well, not like the major days, but the eves of the holidays had to work. Other than that, it was chill. How was yours?
Mine was good. Yeah, can't complain. Low key chill, which is always the best one.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy in the family. Everyone was good.
That's good. That is
can't complain. Yeah, got through it. Happy I don't have to spend money anymore.
Yes, sir. Woo! Yes, sir.
That's the big one.
Yeah. Facts. Oh no, I think one time, as soon as I got paid, went straight to gifts.
I know. I knew it was coming too. I was like, any money that's coming in right now is going right out the door.
And the pay schedule didn't line up because it was the week prior. I was like, I got a Hail Mary it. most of my stuff might get here after Christmas.
Yeah.
At least I can say, hey, I ordered it.
It is what it is.
Thankfully, it showed up before.
Oh, good.
DE said Ronnie just upset. Cavs are the best team in the East
by far. Yeah.
And Miles said, Ronnie, you grew your hair, bro.
I did. Yeah. Miles, did you tell him I went to the bowl game?
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah, I went to the Gasparilla Bowl, so
I think
that would have been talked about, but obviously we had some.
I think at the time we were making fun of somebody else liking Angel Reese in the group chat. So yeah.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah. We have a friend in our group chat. He's like an Angel Reese simp, and we just like.
I think I remember you told me that. I think this was off pod last time we.
Yeah, we dunk on him every chance we get. That brother is an interesting fellow, but to say the least. Happy New Year, Miles. Yo, appreciate you, bro. And he also said, Ronnie, how about that run the Gators went at the end?
Oh, basketball's doing good right now, but I think it's talking about football. Yeah. That team was like the most mid-pedaling team of all time, and then they beat Ole Miss. They beat some good schools, so it's looking good next year.
Right. DE said, Angel Reese simp, you say? Yes. Yeah. We Miles and I know our Angel Reese simp. He is today. He tried the most heinous comparison and said, if you had to reproduce with Angel Reese or Brittany Griner, and they were the only two women on the planet, who would you reproduce with? I said, you should be fired. He was at work, and he was. Oh, he was. Wait, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to make it seem like Angel was the better option because obviously no one's gonna want to touch Brittany.
Yeah, respectfully,
but I'm like, bro, that's such a bad comparison. You can't even do that. And then Miles said, "Don't mention Angel Reese, bro. DE, Happy New Year's." Yeah, man.
Jesus. Yes. Woo. At work too. That's diabolical.
Yeah, I was like, crazy. Man, what? Angel about 3? Ugh. I don't. That's a conversation towards the end. But without further ado, appreciate y'all tuning in. This is the first pod of the year. Sorry, came late again. All the major holidays fell on Wednesday.
Yeah,
and we were both sick.
Yeah,
and
at like different times too. Yeah. It was like I got over it. Then I think a week later they got it. So just didn't line up, but we're here now.
Yeah, supposedly. Oh yeah, we had to take her to the hospital, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it'll last a week." And then I'm like, "All right, here's Monday. I feel like trash. Damn. She don't feel better. All right now." Ooh. So yeah, that was like a little 2 week. Yeah, we were out for like probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
DE said maybe if she could actually hit one, she would be a 3. Tough.
Oof.
Miles, you said Mr. Ma'am, Joanna Man, and you also said, can I say that on the tube? Man, at this point, there's no holds barred this year, bro. We can say, as long as y'all not saying nothing trifling or out of left field, I think we can really just keep it a podcast.
Free will, just let it loose.
And Miles, you also said we just came back. I ain't trying to get us banned already. Nah, we all right.
Yeah, we're good, yeah.
This pod might be slow. Since we've been out for a month, but I think give us like 2-3 more episodes and we'll be back in the
expectations aren't high for this one, but we're still gonna do what we do.
And DE said, "Are chickens just fried chicken?" All right, here you go. All right, so my question of the day, y'all know I always gotta hit y'all with one. Which NFL players should win MVP this season? I looked at the MVP runnings. There is actually one person left off. I purposely left them off the list because I want to have an honest conversation. So on this list, I have Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, and Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. So right now, the poll is leading with Josh Allen. With out of 6 people who voted, Josh Allen has 50% of the votes. No love to Saquon, which is understandable because the MVP award is a quarterback award.
That's what we're running with now. Yeah.
So, but I mean, with the season he's having, I'm not mad that he didn't get the record because look at Zay Flowers and what could have potentially been a playoff.
That wasn't a meaningless game, but it wasn't I mean, I don't know. Things just happen. But yeah.
My real talk, in my opinion, I would have let him go for like first or second quarter.
Yeah.
Pull him
halftime. The longer it extends, and he's explosive, dude. So he loses the element. It's his knee, right? Yeah. And then Kyle Hamilton got hurt later. I guess he's injury prone. I didn't know he had a long injury history, but so they had 2 stars that went out. Yeah. But yeah, he's looking like he's not going to play in this Steelers game.
So. If I had to pick one or go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say you go. I got sidetracked off the Zay Flowers thing, but
so if I had to, the Zay Flowers injury history is mid to pedestrian. Yeah, that joint is bad.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick an MVP on this list, man, I mean statistically, I would say Jared Goff is probably statistically. Burrow is having the best season statistically. I feel like if I give a MVP on this list, I feel like it would just be I don't know, maybe a disingenuous pick. Because it's like if I were to pick Josh Allen, well, why not Lamar Jackson? But then I can't pick Saquon because I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah,
but then,
you kind of lose on all the fronts.
But then I want to give it to Jared Goff because Bro's literally having 2 seasons of resurgence.
Yeah. But it's so crazy because I feel like this year actually the level of play went up.
Right.
Because even Baker hit 41, 42 touchdowns.
Right.
Joe Burrow had one of the best seasons in the last probably 5 or 10 years since Mahomes did it.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, I would pick if I had to pick out of that lot, I'd probably give it to Josh Allen, give him his flowers.
Honestly,
I do think I would lean more towards Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 MVPs for Lamar, that's a lot without doing anything in the playoffs. I would reward Josh a little bit more and be like,
I think Josh should have won this award a long time ago, but it was overshadowed by Mahomes.
Yeah.
But clearly because statistics, Mahomes was having statistically the best season probably 2-3 years ago.
When he put up the 50 bomb, which I think was 2021. Mm-hmm. I think 2019 or 2021.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I mean, obviously, rightfully so, he won the MVP, but
right.
I would just give it to Josh this year. I mean, I do think he's done more this year than he did last year with less.
Right.
So I will give him credit with that. I think you take Josh Allen out of that team, and it's just
right,
desolate. So,
agreed.
Yeah.
DE said you look like a spoiled Boston fan.
I look like an upset Boston fan. I might be an upset Boston fan. There's a lot of bad shit going on, but
so that is our question of the day. Honestly, we're going to get into college football. So let me get to this bracket because, the host of the pod still doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And we've been, almost a few years into this? You would think I'd know what I'm doing.
We're kicking it. Yeah, we're good.
So I really wish I need to start pinning these titles of the videos better so I can go back and look at what I said previously.
Okay, yeah.
So I remember I think I said Tennessee. I'm going to keep it a buck. All right, so Texas and Clemson. Mm-hmm. I think we both had Texas.
Yeah, I said Texas was going to go pretty deep. I think I said Texas was going to go up to where we're at now.
Right. And so I do remember us saying that Ohio State would beat Tennessee, which they did, but then they would lose at Oregon.
Yes, I thought Oregon was going to. I didn't realize that the bye week for all these 1 seeds was going to be so catastrophic.
Right.
It wiped them all out.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, Ohio State definitely over-delivered.
Bro, what?
I know.
31-0?
I mean, to the point where I turned it off at halftime.
I kept the thing on because I was like, I think they got to 15. I'm like, what are the odds that they just come back and a mountain slide?
Yeah.
So I watched the entire thing.
Didn't happen.
No.
Didn't happen. Ohio State had the answer. Yeah.
Right. So now we got Texas and Ohio State. Then we have, what was it? Indiana and Notre Dame.
I think we both said Notre Dame. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, yeah. And Notre Dame advanced.
Yeah.
But we had Georgia, or did you have Georgia, or did you?
I had Georgia. So
I thought you had the upset.
I don't remember.
I think low-key won.
I think I said because I think I said Georgia was streaky because they were, which they lost their quarterback before the game even started.
Right.
So Carson Beck was out. So I mean, they weren't going far anyway. But I might have called Notre Dame on that.
So I think you had the upset, and I went with Georgia, but I didn't think Penn State would get this far.
No, I didn't either.
So is that SMU?
Yeah, okay. SMU. Yeah,
because I'm literally going off picture.
Oh no, you're good.
I'm literally going off picture.
So they beat SMU and they got to Boise. Yeah.
And actually, that was a pretty defensive game in the first half. That was a pretty defensive game.
It wasn't bad. Yeah.
I think when I tuned in, because I think I came back from the gym, it was like 14-3, and then they made it a game, and Penn State ended up coming back. So Notre Dame and Penn State. You thinking they're Notre Dame going all the way? I don't.
That's a toss up.
I sort of feel like this is a Cinderella team now because they beat Georgia.
I know. I mean, if I had to root for out of these four, I'm going to root for Notre Dame too. So I'm going to hitch the wagon to them just for the sake of it. But I think they can get past Penn State. I genuinely do. They played Georgia tough. Georgia still was a decent team even without Carson Beck. So.
Not the same team, but
yeah, not the same team, but decent enough to get past them. I mean, it'll be a toss-up. This is going to be a good game.
I'm going to give a slight edge to Penn State defensive-wise. I think they make a few stops to keep them from losing. Yeah. I'm going to give the defensive edge to Penn State. Now, Texas and Ohio, honestly, this game is whoever can stop whoever first.
I know.
It's one of those games.
And I really, really want to go with Ohio State, especially because Texas choked that game away against ASU and probably should have lost it, but they ended up pulling it out. I don't know. Ohio State.
I think, I'm going to be real, I'm going with Ohio State, but I think Texas is going to come out the same way Ohio State did.
Yes, we're just like pedal to the metal.
Right.
Yeah. I think if Ohio or if it really depends on who comes out stronger. If Texas comes out stronger, then I think Ohio State's going down.
We're going to see a lot of people flying to the ball, and I'm not going to lie, there's probably going to be a few picks that's just going to widen the gap.
Yeah.
So I sort of feel like it's going to be a few key defensive stops.
And especially Quinn Ewers has not helped his stock at all, really, these playoffs. Draft stock keeps going down. I don't know if I put a lot of faith in him to close the deal, but they're going to be good games at least. Yeah. And they can go either way.
Definitely. But. So overall, I'm going to take Ohio State for the last one, and then honestly, it's going to be a toss-up between Notre Dame and Penn State. We may see a rematch again with Ohio State and Penn State. I don't know what college football wants to see.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I think your best bet. What college football probably wants to see, like as Texas. Far as they want to see Texas
versus
probably Texas. Maybe
Texas
Notre Dame feels like a big one.
In a way,
I don't know. It's a toss up. I feel like Notre Dame hasn't been to the big dance in a while.
Right.
Neither has Penn State, but it's a toss up. I definitely think they want Texas in there.
Definitely,
just for Yeah.
So Miles said Ohio State looking like the best team while Oregon crashed out, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This playoffs has been interesting, and Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame just really came out of left field for me. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't really see them advancing past Georgia.
What was that game that they had way earlier in the year? Was it against Michigan? They lose against Michigan, didn't they? They look like trash. I think that was their only loss this year. But then, they've come through. Their coach is one of the better young coaches in college football. Riley Leonard's good. I mean, they got their their setup. I don't know. It's just they're all toss up games,
right?
But like Miles said, Ohio State's really kind of
leading the way.
Yeah, they really impressed.
And Miles said, "Bro, Marcus Freeman would be great. I think Ohio State and Notre Dame, two blue blood programs, would be legit." Agreed.
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked, what does college football want to see? It's sort of like the NFL. Like, we want certain teams to go to the Super Bowl, but what does the NFL want?
The NFL wants like Chiefs Lions.
Right.
We don't all want. I mean, the Lions would be a good story, but no one wants the Chiefs.
Exactly.
They do.
Exactly.
So yeah.
It was so bad last year to where the colors of the Super Bowl, we talked about it on the podcast, where they were literally trying to figure out
match it up.
Yeah. It was like, this is going to be Ravens 49ers, and
there were grown men in the chat saying that the Seahawks were going to be in it earlier this year. That's not good.
They were half right, but they got the other team wrong.
Yeah.
So who knows? Yeah. We all know how speculation. And Miles said it was Northern Illinois, Notre Dame. Oh, okay.
Northern Illinois is the one that beat them. Yeah. That's what it was. It wasn't Michigan. Yeah, that's what it was.
Got you. Okay.
NIU beat them. I think it was like first couple weeks of the season, and we were like, damn frauds. But
he also said their coach apparently called Marcus Freeman and told him how they beat them, and they fixed it. Here we are. That is crazy.
Marcus Freeman's a dog, dude.
No, for real. Dude. Well, we are. I still remember as if the season first started, and here we are.
I know.
We technically have 2 more games. We have one.
This is a universal experience too. I've seen like hundreds of people being like, "What the hell?" I just remember Isaiah Likely's toe out of bounds. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, it's crazy. Literally. Yeah,
it's crazy.
I remember us literally sitting here and watching the draft, and
now we're here.
It's already over. It's crazy. And he said second week of the season, 16 to 14.
That's what it was, yeah. Okay.
And then he said, bro, football season is literally over. It's so crazy. We wait months.
I know.
And it's over just like that.
And the worst part is, and I get it, and I don't want them to change it, but their offseason is the longest offseason on any of the sports, and it's the sport I want to watch the most.
So,
it's crazy.
And honestly, we're going to get into that with the basketball, because we're going to be talking about like the underbelly of a lot of stuff we talked about or seen in the NBA, but we'll bring that up.
Yeah.
And Miles also said this crap came so fast and showed up so slow. For real, bro. Yeah. It was dragging. Like we were literally counting days on the chalkboard of when the season was going to come back.
Yep.
And DE said, "Oh yes, I wasted my life. Finally hit level 40 in 2K." Yeah, you're not getting that back, bro. You genuinely, honestly, you really could have just like did anything else with your life other than that. That is crazy. You hit level 40 in 2K.
Damn.
Sir, I am sorry.
Do applaud it, but it is it's not something you can really
If I had a soundboard, I'd play the I don't know what I'd play for you, but wow. I wish you could get that time back. That's what I care about.
There you go. That's the best way to put it.
And lastly, Miles said, "Screw basketball. It seemed like yesterday I crashed out when Florida got killed by Miami, and then Miami still didn't make it to the ACC championship game and lost in the Pop-Tart Bowl."
Yeah,
that was crazy. Literally, that was crazy.
And then the whole thing with Cam Ward, did he quit mid-game?
Yeah,
I don't know. The story's never going to come out fully.
Literally,
it's a little weird.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you got guys making money in college. Now they can just pull their own shots.
Yeah.
Pull their own weight and say, man, bump it.
Yeah.
So, oh well. Well, that's what everybody wanted. Oh, yeah, they should get paid. Did not see the repercussions for this action.
No one thought it through long enough.
No, like, not even... It was fun in the beginning because, they were getting their just dues, but, like, nobody saw the severity of, like, literally everyone calling their own shots.
That was the issue, yeah.
And then just pulling out a bowl game. Oh, well, we didn't think they would pull out a bowl game.
Yeah, no one...
I'm like, well, of course not. If he's the best person on the team, he can literally just bounce to the NFL. Come on, man.
He's already set up for it. What is,
yeah, that's one of the things I saw while we were out about. Yeah. But, so, honestly, I think we'll talk about the elephant in the room. We'll talk about basketball real quick.
Oh.
So, as we were talking about before we started the episode, viewership has been down about 40% since, I want to say since COVID or since 2012. I saw, I was watching a video, someone presented that information, but I believe it's been down lower since COVID.
Okay. So 2020 season.
So honestly, we can list off a lot of factors. Like let's be real. Adam Silver going to the left, paying all the propaganda from the lefts with everything that was going on. Now, at the time, I mean, it seemed sincere because it was more so, I saw it as giving the players like an opportunity to voice their concerns with what was going on in the country. But now looking back on it, I genuinely appreciate the NFL more, MLB more, NHL more for not going that way.
Yeah,
because now it's like it's sort of like the laughing stock of the NBA. Miles, you said hashtag fire Adam Silver. Agreed.
Yeah.
And then he also said the All-Star game is trash now. I watched like 2 games this season. It's poo-poo.
Oh, the NBA All-Star? Yeah. It's not the same.
Yeah.
The dunk contest isn't the same. 3 points not the same. None of it's like riveting enough to tune into.
So honestly, we need a. I don't even think we need an overhaul. We just need to go back to what worked.
Yeah.
East versus West.
Yep. It'll be like 150 to 144.
Right.
Just every time.
Right.
Yeah. High scoring game. Yeah. The draft pick thing. Mm-hmm. Then you got like 6 celebrity appearances in the sing. Right. I'm like, dude, I know. No one cares.
Right.
No one cares. Just make it about basketball. Right. And that's why the NFL screwed up too. You know how much the Pro Bowl tickets are right now?
$29. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and like 50-yard line, they're like 140.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but why would I want to go?
Exactly.
I'm not watching them play flag football.
And I was literally thinking about that too because I was like, I wanted to bring it up, but then I'm just like, we'll be in the bleachers.
Yeah.
Literally cook.
What if it's raining that day? I mean,
knowing Florida, probably.
Yeah, probably. It's probably going to rain that day, or it's going to be like 79 for no reason.
Hot as hell for no reason.
Yeah, I'm
just like, I'm watching a bunch of grown men do something I could literally like do by myself.
Yeah, the only way I would do it is like if I'm sitting by like the 50 and they're coming over and taking pictures and talking. Because I'd be like, okay, I'll pay like $80 to talk to like Justin Jefferson.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's ridiculous. And the same thing with the NBA. It's like there's just no there's no rhyme or reason to have an all-star game when it's that BS.
Oh shoot, my bad, D. So he said, so Ronnie, what do you think of the plot for Black Ops 2 being relevant this year?
Yeah. It's all about what was it? It was Menendez. Forgot about. You played the Black Ops 2 campaign?
Forever ago.
Yeah, I haven't played it since it came out, but I do remember there was a thing I saw about 2025, and it was like Menendez. I think was like a dictator, and he was taking over. There was like certain plot lines, but they were kind of like how did the Simpsons would predict stuff. There was like a couple of things you could plug in that predicted.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, a little sketchy. I was
wow, like, that sounds like something we already know that's going on.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I'd have to pull it back up again in my memory, but I did get the reference. I saw something on there about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was like probably my favorite campaign. I just haven't played it since I was like, 12, 13. When did that come out?
Forever ago.
2011, 2012, I think.
I'm pretty sure DE got the date. I don't remember when that came out.
Yeah, it was long time ago, but but anyway, no, about the NBA, I think another thing that people brought up was the amount of 3-point shooting that goes on. It's
basically a 3-point shooting contest. So and did you see the back and forth between Charles and JJ?
No.
So JJ, I understand why Kobe never liked JJ Redick. And before I get into my soapbox, DE said basically Mendez uploads virus into AI that backfires.
Oh, okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. There was that plot.
I definitely feel like we're heading that way. Anyways.
Yeah,
but so basically, JJ Redick came out after I think it was like a post game and said that the product doesn't suck. The people who are watching the product aren't appreciating the game for what it is because the game is better now than it was before. He said that he has seen that NBA evolve, and no lie, when I first watched it, I thought he said devolve.
Oh,
because in my opinion, it's devolve.
Yeah,
but now it's more athletic.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing a lot more players with more athletic feats get drafted into the NBA. But then I'm like, okay, Charles said we're seeing the same thing. Shaq said the same thing too. We're seeing the same plays. We're seeing the same players play the same positions. And there's nothing to be different. And he also said not to mention Yemen recent events.
Oh yeah, did see that too.
Yeah, that I'm left out the loop with that one. But so we're basically seeing the same basketball being played all across the board. People get the ball in the corner, 5 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah,
it's not fun to watch. It's a constant 3-point shooting contest. The refs have too much power.
Yeah,
into dictating how the games go because they feel like it's more of emotional based than actually being officiating professionally.
Yep.
Then we also have load management,
lack of stars, lack of true face of the NBA stars
because they marketed horribly.
Yeah, and we have individual team stars, but they're not like I'm going to put them on a talk show or I'm going to put them on the Nike commercial, and everyone knows their name.
And speaking of Nike, I don't know if you noticed, but Nike has been taking a major hit in the past years because besides the whole thing with Kyrie Irving, who have they landed?
Yeah, Travis Hunter distinct with Adidas. crazy.
Everybody sees the signs with Nike, bro.
This dude's going to the NFL, going to wear a Nike jersey and he inked with Adidas.
Right.
That's a big hit.
Come on, now. Yeah. So now companies are losing revenue because no one's marketing these athletes. Shoes don't look good.
No.
I was literally going through my shoe collection and I have PG5s.
Oh my God.
They look horrible. I'm like, yo,
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm like, why the hell do I even
get blinded
these?
In the middle of yeah.
No, yeah. For real. D, you sent something? All right, hold on. Is it a video? It's a video. Hold on. Oh, hell no. Bro, what is this fit? Oh my Jesus. Bro, cut the game off. Yo, this man crazy. So then we have load management, and it's crazy too how they had to incentivize 65 games in a contract.
Yeah.
Yo, that junk is crazy.
And there's just, I mean, there's certain players, I won't call all of them out by name, but
Zion,
you know who they are. It's Zion.
Come on, bro.
Joel Embiid.
Oh,
and I don't want to bring this name
Paul George.
Paul George. I don't want to bring it up because this one's a little more personal. I hope everything's good. Kawhi stepping away from the team because he has family in the fire zone right now in California.
So that definitely, and come to find out, that man was he went to Ty Lue. I almost said Tyronn Lue. The hell?
It's a government name.
I'm bugging right now. He went to Ty Lue on some personal stuff because he felt like he let the team down.
Well, I mean, and not this situation is excluded with the fire thing. Like I hope everything's good, but he's notoriously the last couple of years it's been like knee load management, mental this that. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like these guys that are they're trying to hitch the wagon to and build a brand with. They don't want it, and Zion could have been that. I think Zion can't get on the court.
DE said, Ronnie, you proud? He's asking if you're proud of him because he hit level 40 because he said his parents aren't.
They're not? Oh, damn. I mean,
he's asking if you're proud of him.
I'm proud of you. I give him credit.
You're nobody proud of that mother. Oh, 40?
No, I give him credit.
Listen, ain't a damn way, bro.
Here's the thing. I would never ever do it in today's day and age.
Oh my!
I would never ever even attempt to get past probably level 10 on that.
All right, let me not go low tier god and let me be a podcaster.
There you go. Yeah,
I don't
want
to be LTG and tell this brother yeah. All right. But anyways, I did not know that about Kawhi with to that extent.
With the fire thing today, or
no, I did see the fire.
Oh, you mean like and just in general?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just I mean. A lot of it can. I mean, you can see his knee looks like it's pretty messed up. I did not see. There was a picture, I think, in practice, and there's a couple of scars on there, and the kneecap just doesn't look like it's all
together.
Yeah, it looks like it could explode at any minute.
Word to Juju. Word to Juju, bro.
Oh,
that jump was crazy.
It doesn't look healthy. So like maybe some of it is just his body can't do it.
I don't think so anymore.
His mind doesn't want to quit, but
his body physically just
But we've just come such a long way from LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Kobe.
They're
Dirk.
They're desperately trying to get a new star, and then they keep going back to Steph, KD, LeBron.
It's almost like WWE when they bring out like the Undertaker and Triple H. And
Shawn Michaels.
The Rock. Yeah. I'm like, dude, these guys can't
let them go, bro.
Yeah, let them go. You can't build new ones, so you're bringing out these dudes.
Because the last time I seen The Rock perform, I'm like, that brother is stiff as hell.
WrestleMania,
yes, bro.
He was blown up, dude. He couldn't move around the ring.
Couldn't do nothing. I'm like, yo, why is bro in the ring? He can't even do the.
His character work made up for it because I was interested in like the promos and stuff.
Right.
But like you're still asking him physically, to run a decently like couple months schedule for the time.
Dog, John Cena just came out and said, "My time is up. Your time is now.
Final time is now."
That joint is crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And then DE said it should be brought up too. Oh, I sent you something out of the pocket. Oh, hell no. Bro about to get this oh no, the Joy Taylor with
my god.
Alrighty.
Can't avoid it.
No, with the officer big. No, we were gonna talk about that too.
Oh god, man. Oh my god.
Because I saw something today that Sam Darnold has a 66% chance of losing his job, but Joy Taylor has an 85% chance of keeping her job.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow. The funny thing is, sports is cooked.
Yeah,
sports is definitely
we've lost the purpose.
Yeah, the plot's gone. There's no more lore. I don't know what we doing. We really just over here completing side missions at this point. I don't know. I don't understand basketball specifically with all the injuries. So apparently these guys don't want to play 82 games anymore.
Yeah, they're not interested.
He wants me to show you what this picture looks like. It's nothing crazy.
Oh, it's the man. That's not good.
AB posted that. Shout out to AB.
Oh, bro. Yeah. He's been generational right now.
CTE Brown. Yo, shout out to him, bro.
CTE ESPN.
I will never forget when Le'Veon Bell and AB. Yo, you got CTE. Oh my God. Yo, that joint was funny. Yo, bro, you got CTE?
You got CTE?
No, bro, you got CTE?
No. All right. We're good.
God. Oh, man. That joint is so funny.
No, I remember you.
Sorry.
I'm mad that slipped through the cracks. That should have been national news.
Why did people only who browse the internet that day only see that joint?
I know, it's gone forever now.
You got CT. Nah, bro, you got CT. Oh my gosh.
That was top tier. That's crazy.
Miles, you said, oh joy, oh joy. Yo, that brother had the essence of joy all on his hands during that because he was making a video.
Oh,
and he kept sniffing his hands.
He said Joy Taylor.
Joy Taylor, right? So
Joy Taylor,
being a black woman,
she's so successful.
I'm like, yo, bro, dude, stop touching your face, please.
I'm pretty sure he was in her driveway.
Or
the parking lot of her compound.
Yo, there's no way, brother. This man.
Did you see Jason Whitlock?
Yes. Man said
big rack and
fun bags and all that.
Big rack with peanut butter.
Yo, this man is wild.
He said that's why I stayed away from her because he would have accidentally done something.
Oh my!
She was definitely after him. Oh my God, that dude got flamed for that on Twitter too, as he should have.
You know, it's crazy too because she came out with a video and said that she does not date broke men and she only dates men who are well established. So she's not waiting for the dude who's running the race. She's waiting for the winner.
Yeah.
Double back a year later, come to find out she not participating. She just doing what it gotta do to man.
Then who was the other one she was hooking up with? The CEO of the FS1?
Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon. Yeah, no, his name was
Dixon.
Yeah, Mr. Dixon. Yeah.
Let's see. You said she's about 8, but with allegations, she about a 5.
So that's 100%. The thing that really is like not funny about it and like soured me on it was that she was going to claim that it was forced.
She was going to do the Me Too.
Yeah, she was going to do the Me Too.
She had that joint in the back pocket loaded.
And by all accounts, they would have believed her.
Mm-hmm.
So then Emmanuel, I don't know if she was going to go after him. He would have lost his job. The Dixon executive guys.
Facts. Shannon?
Yeah, Shannon.
And Skip.
And the Skip one, I mean, if the Skip thing's true.
Who paying $1.5 million? Man, your wife about to clean you for everything you got, bro.
You thought you were crying about the Cowboys.
Bro, the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are the least of his problems.
Yeah, you going to see if you still them boys now after that whole process, bro.
Yeah.
There's been so many memes, bro. Yes. I've seen a good amount of memes. Yo, sport, it's a wrap, man. It is a wrap. That brother is these were the people we watched for and then they having ESPN freak offs.
CT ESPN
freak offs, man.
It's crazy.
It is a fine day in sports.
Yeah. It's always great when we can kind of, talk about some crazy stuff there.
Guys don't want to play 82 games anymore.
No.
They complaining about dropping it down to 65. Who knows if they even be present for 65 games?
Then that's going to get to be too much.
And
they're still going to want the same contracts. They're going to want the super maxes for 5 years, 285
for 65 games,
and then do load management for 10 of those.
And then they mad that out of nowhere WNBA is becoming more popular.
Yeah,
because no one. I'm like, yeah, maybe their seasons are shorter, but
you want to know why? Because the WNBA is hungry. They want to put their name on the map. NBA, they're not hungry anymore,
and they're broke.
Yeah,
they're broke.
Yeah,
and WNBA needs some cash.
Yeah, there's like driving forces behind them. I don't think the fire is gone. I don't really see any kind of fire from anyone.
Bro, I was working today, and the coach for UCLA college basketball, he literally said he's the only motivated person in practice and in games. Yeah. He said it is terrible how he's the only person who shows any fight. Your head coach.
That's great. Yeah.
And he said it's not even throwing
the team under the bus. You're just being honest.
No.
And more people should speak up about that. Coaches should come out and say the same thing.
No, literally. But then I'm like, well, not everybody wanted these kids paid. Yeah. Everybody wanted to see them shine and get what they wanted. Now they're over here acting like NBA players and divas.
Yeah. Then they get to the league and it's just as bad.
Just as bad. Yeah. You got and then going to the injuries. Come to find out, dudes not even practicing like they used to practice anymore. Yeah. They're just having like 2-3 hour shoot around.
Yeah.
And then they don't even train in the summer.
There's no 5-on-5s. There's nothing competitive about it at all. So why are the ratings down? I think we just answered it. It's like we just gave like a college presentation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, have you noticed this season? There's really not been too many ACLs. It's been hammies.
Yeah.
And you miss how many games off hammies?
Yeah.
Our tight end for the Eagles was out with 2 hammies, and bro missed like half the season.
Goddard, yeah.
Yeah.
He was out, came back, and then got hurt again. Yeah.
I think he played for like a cool 3-4 games, missed like 5-6, came back for 3, missed like the rest, came back. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
AJ Brown missed like a solid 3-4 weeks when we was stinking it up. Come on, bro. And you said, let's talk about the fact Los Angeles had it coming. Oh, man, don't even get me started on both LA teams. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, with the Lakers, LeBron has ran out more players and fans in the league than he has kept them. Kobe kept people in the league.
If anything, Kobe brought people to LA too. There are Lakers fans that I've met that were fans of the Lakers because of Kobe.
Right.
And stayed Lakers fans.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I wouldn't even call them bandwagons. I think they just loved Kobe's aura that much. And
right.
Yeah.
Loved his
aura. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Fires? Oh, man, you foul.
Oh.
You foul. You come on, man. You dead wrong. You dead wrong for that. You had me in the first half.
Not gonna lie. Yeah.
I hope everybody's families and everybody's doing well. I saw that this morning. It literally looked it. I'm cooked. I'm fried.
Chat. We need help.
We need help. It looked like straight out of honestly a movie.
The plane that was flying above.
Yo, what?
I was like, oh my god, man!
It looked like acres.
It looked like that movie with The Rock from that was, I think, what's it called, San Andreas? It was like they had earthquakes and then like they get on the helicopter and everything's like crumbling. It looked like the apocalypse. But
you said you mean they banned the Bible though? The entire state, they had it coming. Oh,
I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Jeez.
Well then, Jared Goff is sneaking by. Oh, actually, never mind. Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff are tied for second.
Oh, wow.
I need more people.
Damn, Josh. What happened to Josh?
Oh, no, he's leading the way.
Oh, he's leading the way. Okay, they're tied for second.
He's tied for second.
Okay.
Yeah, Saquon is getting no love right now.
I know.
It's okay. No, I did not know that, DE. But yeah, we said that in about a 5-minute spiel why the NBA is cooked. I'm gonna be real. I'll probably watch towards playoffs depending on the teams. But again, injuries, load management, contracts, nobody wants it. Not entertaining 3-point contest every game. Injuries, bad training. There you go.
What's crazy, this is not going to probably be relevant to any of this. Well, it is relevant to basketball, but they're using LiAngelo Ball's song in like all these NBA videos now, and they won't even let Bro get on a G League team. I think it's crazy. Justice for the forgotten Ball brother. It's not a bad song. It's like a 2000s Memphis kind of.
Did you see the meme where they used it for the intro of an NFL?
For like NFL
Madden
Street
game?
Yeah, there was a Madden for like Madden 05. And then there was the NFL Street one. They did.
I was like, you know what? It fit. It fit.
Honestly, if that song would have come out probably 25 years ago.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like Billboard.
100%.
Yeah.
Now
it's just like nostalgia's got people like, damn, that sounds like
Right.
But
I mean, it has its purpose.
I will give credit again because I think we got to look back to it. LeVar.
Oh yeah, he called it.
both of his kids in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I would say LaMelo. Yeah. Yes, LaMelo.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say LaMelo's probably the best out of all three. Clearing away. I would say he's even better than Lonzo. I think Lonzo could have been better, but
I think, yeah, I agree. I think Lonzo could have been on par.
Yeah.
Barring injury.
He was working his way there slowly but surely. I think LaMelo came in and just immediately picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the hype too, it translated over to the league very
well.
He's
played long. Even his dad said that. He was like, he's going to be the best because he's played longer. He was over at Real Madrid. Then he played, high school, all that, college. So he's gone through the ranks. But
right.
Yeah, but shout out to that family because they were a laughing stock. But
yeah,
they look good now.
Let's see. Miles said NBA cooked. Yeah, Bronny is on the South Bay Lakers.
Yeah. He puts up like 25 points and ESPN has like a seizure.
Freaking, they're glazing his freaking glizzy at a astronomical rate.
Bronny James! Jeez. Yeah, I don't know.
And then DE said, we got Joy Taylor allegations before GTA 6. Yo, I'm ill. I'm ill right now.
Who would have thought?
We getting everything but GTA 6 right now.
You know what's crazy too is I like all the people that keep saying this is the year we're getting it. Wait till it gets delayed.
Oh yeah,
wait till we see summer 2026.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to get delayed too. I mean, I get it though because the port it all over the new gen and everything. That is not easy at all.
I just genuinely I want everyone that's going to be alive for it and in the moment to remember how crazy it's going to be.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to be the highest selling probably piece of entertainment in the last 20, 30 years.
Facts. And if y'all don't have extra storage now, y'all better get it soon.
Delete them. I would delete a lot of games for that thing.
Man, you better get your storage because thank God I got some storage now, so I don't got to delete.
You make it work,
a thing, thankfully. And then here he go. He said, "Now here's a guy, Bronny James.
Now here's a guy in Bronny James. Bang!
Oh man! All right, so y'all ready to talk about some football?
I think we are.
Yeah, let's talk about some football, man. It's been a hot minute. I still have our predictions from week 8, 10, 9, 10. Jeez,
it's far down the notes.
Yeah, we're not even gonna bother with those anymore. So season overview, honestly, competitive wise, there were a lot more competitive Thursday night games that I can remember in recent.
I would say that. I would definitely agree with that. The only ones I can think that were stinkers was the Seahawks and Bears game should not have been a stinker.
God,
it was terrible.
I was purposely forgetting that game.
No touchdown.
Fam, I went to the gym. It was 0-0. I get back. It was 6-3.
Yeah.
I was like,
no touchdown. Just terrible. Field goal. Caleb was playing like shit. And then Gino was doing he was writing back because he was not playing well in that game.
No surprise.
No surprise.
To anyone's thought, no surprise. Let's see. And then he said, not to mention I have Pink Diamond Bronny on my team. Delete your game.
Oh my God. This is not good.
Delete your game.
This is taking a dark turn.
Jeez. Rip.
Oh man.
I'll pray for you and yours. Bro said Diamond Bronny. Good Lord. Bro averaging freaking
5, 2, and 2. Yeah.
With 48 minutes.
Oh.
Bro never subbed out.
It's a workhorse. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, bad game. So, what's crazy? I was sitting here earlier thinking hey, DK should get off the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Where did Gino average 48,100 yards this season? He is 4th in passing.
Really?
It
must have been JSN. JSN got him 12 of that.
I saw a raging Seahawks fan who was mad about that. He said it is only going to him. Tyler Lockett had the most quietest year.
He did, but Tyler Lockett's old too. JSN's young Tyler Lockett essentially.
And then DK had, I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if he even got 1,000.
DK season. Was under 1,000.
That's tough.
But he was.
Oh, it was free? Okay, delete your account.
Oh, it's free.
You thought my answer was gonna change? It was free? Okay. What's wrong with you?
Let me see where DK was at.
Yeah, that brother. I still believe that we need to get DK off that team.
I think you should go to the Patriots.
Oh, hell no.
I don't know if he was at 992, so
they couldn't have did Mike Evans and got him.
They definitely sold him.
Yeah. Word, they
sold him.
I can't stand that team.
But Gino I feel like he had a bad year. Well, not a bad year, but
it was the most pedestrian year. You got 4,800 and you didn't make.
He was fourth in yards.
I mean, we got the Bengals. I'm saying, look at that. Look at the stats.
15 picks. It was the 21-15 touchdown interception ratio. That's a little ugly.
At that point, as long as you got more touchdowns than picks, then
that's true. That's true.
At that point,
this fraud, the last game of the season, put up 4 passing touchdowns when it didn't matter.
My fault. I was reading what DE said. This brother said Metcalf needs to go to the Steelers. Maybe we'll actually do something offensively. Bro, you got your crash out wide receiver. I
do want to ask DK, are you out? I know you were never in on Russell Wilson, but I feel like this guy is just not progressing the chain. They've lost like 4 straight.
Didn't we say that last time?
I think we did. I did say he was still a good game manager at his age, but the more he's played, the worse it's gotten.
Hey, yo, chat, I need y'all to drop blue hats in the chat because this brother is... I'm playing. He said he said from the jump he never was sold on Russ.
Yeah.
He said he wanted Fields.
Because, like, people would say, oh, it's a good thing to have 2 quarterbacks. I'm like, no, it's not.
Right.
Because, like, that means that they're both just kind of okay. Like,
right.
They're not both Tom Brady.
Right.
It's a mid-30s Russell Wilson, and then it's, like, Justin Fields who's still trying to find his footing. So
he said, but his stupid fan base wanted Russ.
Oh, yeah. I from what I saw, they did.
Yeah, nah. He, honestly, from the jump.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, my philosophical quarterback, he is looking awesome in practice today. So we may still get bodied by the Packers. But going back to the Steelers, I'm gonna keep it a buck. DK should not go to Pittsburgh. Your head coach really needs to figure out if he's gonna let degeneracy slide, or is he actually gonna put his foot down and be the coach from yesteryear when you have respectable players in there? Because for some reason, Pittsburgh is the capital, or the mecca, I should say, of just degeneracy.
Yeah.
AB, Claypool, Juju, George Pickens.
You go there, you leave with CTE, and then you just squander life away. Yeah. Pickens already has it. He's already locked into it.
And then you never, I mean, AB is the only outlier because he went to Tom.
Yeah.
That is the only outlier because he won. Everybody else literally crashing out. Claypool, the Mr. 1,000-yard wide receiver, went to the Dolphins. I don't even know where the hell he is.
Bears, now. Dolphins. He tore his ACL. He went to the Bills in the offseason and tore his ACL. That's exactly
what happened. I forgot. Juju won with
he's with the Chiefs again.
He won with Pat Mahomes. All right. You know what? Fine. You got 2 wide receivers who are purebred crash outs, and they won chips with different teams. How does that work? Yo, football, I swear, football is jinx sometimes. So, update. It is a tie between Lamar Allen. I'm so cooked right now.
Lamar Allen and Josh Jackson.
I am so cooked. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, it is a tie. I cannot word right now.
Damn, it was close.
My brain just went full unga bunga. All right, so he said, "You're welcome for Kenny Pickett." Yeah, thanks. You gave me a dank quarterback with mid-rib injuries. That brother got hit once, and now he holding his stomach.
Tanner McKee is spanking that motherfucker.
But you know what? That brother held in the pocket, threw it on the joint, and then I think we scored on that one. Yeah, I think we scored on that
Pickett?
One. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He's actually, I mean, can you say he's tough at least? Because he had the rib injury. I think
that brother still played, and then he was still going to be available. But that third string quarterback was out there throwing dots. Word to A.J. Brown throwing his game ball into the stands. But shout out to that
the fan.
What
a good dude.
Come on, bro.
And then he got a Kelly Green, A.J. Brown
jersey.
Personalized
signed jersey. Shout out to bro.
God. And the dude was interviewed by the news. He was on camera with him.
Shout out to him. Miles, have we talked about the pathetic Jags. Do we even want to? I mean, listen, I already
just keep your GM, but
listen, I ethered Darian already. I already told him off rip what y'all season was gonna be. He was talking mad about the Eagles. I told him what his season was gonna be. He didn't believe me. Now it unfolded.
I know this man hates Trent Baalke, and I know he's staying. And I'm sorry, Miles. I really wish I could control it.
Yeah, I wish I was there on that in that interview when the meeting. When he was talking that mad shit, like, we're going to let him go. Yeah, bro was like literally right there.
Yeah.
How much more sad as an organization can you get?
And then, Shad Khan got on there too with Trent Baalke afterwards, and then was like, well, we bring in a new coach. We want the coach to be comfortable with like our front office.
Right.
Kind of like dangling him above again.
Right.
So I would assume if a new coach came in and if they got like a Ben Johnson or Vrabel's not going to go there, but if they got someone that was worth it and say, get this dude out of here, which I would assume you would want him out, then he'd probably be fired, but for now he's still the GM, which doesn't make sense.
I'm going to be real. Tank that whole organization.
Yeah.
Clean that joint
out a mess.
And get a new arena or a new stadium too, because I know that joint is tired.
Yeah.
So
they just go to sleep.
Please.
What's frustrating with Jacksonville is so you get Brian Thomas Jr., who clearly looks like a wide receiver one for them. He had 1,200 yards. Trevor Lawrence, if you can get him healthy, I don't think he's a bad quarterback.
If he can play quarterback. And speaking of quarterback, I got a situation I just found out about Carson Wentz that I will actually mention later on that actually answers all of our questions as to why he was the way that he was. But my fault. Go ahead.
No, yeah, but it just Jacksonville's not like a bad roster spot. They just are so mismanaged. Like Peterson kind of did what he did with you guys at the end. Just lost the locker room, didn't manage the quarterback situation well, just didn't give a shit, really.
Right.
Their GM sucks.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of issues. So, I mean, if they get a good coach in there and a good GM,
right,
draft well, then maybe they'll be back up. But, yeah, you're right. They're mismanaged from top to bottom.
So, DE also said the fact that you don't got high draft picked is wild, Miles. Yeah. The fact that the Jags don't have a high draft
they're behind us.
And the Giants have the first.
It's Tennessee, Cleveland, New York, New England, then Jacksonville.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And then Miles said, the Jags are going to jag it up always.
This team never rides the momentum from when they have a good season. There was the AFC Championship season against us. They could have came back next year, but then Bortles sucked. There was the year that they went and played the Chiefs in the playoffs. After that went against Los Angeles, they sucked the next year. They just don't ever put any kind of congruency together. So,
right.
Yeah, it's on them.
Then, let's see. I was going to... So, real quick. So, about the Carson Wentz thing, I was watching the 2510 show with your boy Shady. And shout out to Deshaun Jackson because now he is a head coach at, I forget the college.
Oh, yeah. Is it Virginia? No.
That is...
That's
Michael Vick.
It's Mike.
He is the... DSU or DSU. That is not Delaware.
Delaware State.
I am sorry, I am trash at podcasting. Give me a second. Yes, Delaware State.
Wow.
Okay.
Are they D2? Does it say? I mean, it doesn't matter.
I think it's D2.
Okay, yeah. I mean, still, it's a head coaching jump. So
yeah,
good for him.
Yeah, it's D2. Yeah, so shout out to him.
For some reason, he never fit the mold of like someone. I'm like, yeah, that looks like a head coach from like here on out. Vic, I could see. I think Vic's got a good temperament for it, but I never thought Deshaun would get into it.
I think the thing with Deshaun, there were times where he could have given a lot more to football.
I think that's what it was. He just kind of struck me as the guy that just got by.
After Philly, I think his Tampa run, it was more disappointing, even though he did average 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
I think just after Philly, he wasn't misplaced. It was...
Well, then it was Washington.
Washington, he balled in Washington.
Yeah.
Then he was in Tampa for a while. Then came back to Philly. Leads up to the whole Carson Wentz thing. So with Carson, Deshaun and Shady felt like there were at times where I'm sorry, Darren Sproles was on the episode one time.
Okay.
He said that there were times where he was wide open in the flat. Carson didn't look his way. There were times where Deshaun was open in the seam or along the sideline.
Didn't look.
So who you remember where all those passes went to? Boy Ertz. That's why he always averaged over like almost 100.
Well, yeah, because Ertz got like
100 receptions.
Ertz got his name off of that. I never. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, what Sproles said and what Deshaun also alluded to, when the plays were being called, he would either option out of something or he just purposely looked them off. So it's almost as if it's a Donovan McNabb part 2.
Yeah.
And that's why, they felt as if he was uncomfortable making certain passes. That's why he always threw it to the tight end.
Makes sense. Safety blanket. Tight end's always a safety blanket.
Right. Yeah. And they're not really running that far of a route for you to.
And Zach Ertz was in his prime. I mean, he's still decent, but he was agile and could get up the field. So, I mean, you could get 15, 20 yards after the catch.
Which leads to the whole speculation of the fallout between Dougie P and Carson. So I think it was a mutual thing to where they were just like, you know what, I want to do something my own way. That's probably why Carson really rubbed people the wrong way because there was something about him that
put
nobody
the pieces
knew.
Together, yeah.
And then Dougie P's like, yo, why the hell? It's almost like Rondo and Rick Carlisle sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm above you. I want a chip.
Yeah.
Even though Rick Carlisle won too.
I know.
But
Rondo's was more important, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
That whole team's entitled anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. But that led up to that. Honestly, answers a lot of our questions that we were asking when we started doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Why there was the fallout and the disconnect? That motherfucker just didn't listen.
Yeah. I just think and I don't mean this even in like a disrespectful way. I think he's an odd individual. Mm-hmm. I think, country boy, North Dakota. You went to North Dakota State?
Yes.
Yeah. Same thing like Brock Lesnar's from that area. I feel like it's like the Midwest, like northern Midwest. They're just like very quiet, very like, and I don't think maybe he just wasn't a leader either. I think they talked about that a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of put the pieces together and it makes sense, But yeah. And then he had the one chance. To
to redeem.
He could still play.
Yeah.
0.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
it gave him the guarantee he probably won't get a job next year.
Yeah. That was lovely to watch.
But
without further ado, bro, let's get into the playoff predictions. So playoffs are this weekend. We have our games on Saturday. We have the Chargers versus the Texans.
Okay.
I believe that is the midday game. And then the evening game, we have the rivalry game again with the Steelers and Ravens. Now, the Ravens won that one, not by a landslide, but it was a pretty convincing win to show that, hey, like, the Ravens are definitely...
It was close, and then I think it ended up being a 2-score game by the end.
Right.
We rattling off predictions for this time?
Yeah, okay. And DE came out with a crazy joint. He said, I'm going to be real. I'm probably not watching the game.
Wow.
That is...
Whoa.
That is crazy. So, is it more upset of the fact that they just lost all of their games prior to the season ending, or are you just somewhat giving up on this team?
That's the question. I mean, it wouldn't completely surprise me if the Steelers won. Their defense is good enough. That Ravens-Steelers game that just got played 2 or 3 weeks ago was very close. So, I mean, it wouldn't be like the biggest upset of all time, but I don't know. If you wanted to start, though, I think the Texans game is first. I think it's at 3:30.
Yeah. And then this team, whoever wins, they end up playing the Chiefs.
Oh.
Great.
I'm going to...
Who has more fire in this game? I'm honestly looking at the Chargers.
What's crazy is, so they're the 5th seed and Houston's the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
But I think 80% of the people I've seen have picked the Chargers, and I would do the same.
Honestly,
Texans have no juice this year.
Yeah, I think it's just due to injuries at the wrong time with
They just got Deontay Johnson now.
Who?
Where have you been?
Another crash out.
That's another one. Yeah,
the crash outs.
I forgot.
The crash out bandits are crazy on this team.
This dude goes to Baltimore and played like 2 snaps. And they traded a 4th-round pick for him.
And they said, bro said, I'm not getting the ball.
Yeah.
Well, you just got here.
You just got here. Do you want to learn the offense, or you just want to go like run routes and see if you can get away from the quarterback?
Like, do you just want to get cardio and get paid? Like, what are we doing here? And DE said, I mean, the only optimism thing is that the last time we played a 6 seed, we won it all, but that's completely. Oh, okay, but that was completely two different teams. So you're referring to when you had Roethlisberger?
Big Benjamin. Yeah.
Sheesh.
That must have been the year they beat Green Bay, so yeah. 14, 15 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers because I just think the Texans don't have it. Yeah. CJ obviously has the sophomore slump going on, and I really hope it's not the rest of his career. I hope it's just year 2.
Wow. But I can only imagine Jaden Daniels' sophomore slump. Ooh. This brother is balling this year at 12-5. Yo.
Hopefully it's the Drake May as a reverse effect. Because he didn't really have he played decent this year, but we suck. So hopefully it's a different story.
I was trying to think if Jalen had a sophomore slump, but I think they went to the playoffs, but we were still trying to build our offense.
What year was he not that good? Was it his rookie year? Wasn't he 8-8?
I think he joined late because we were still doing the whole Carson Wentz project.
Because I think...
And he sat down, so he ended up playing the rest. So I think that second year, because we had rookie Devontae Smith and then Jalen, we went to the playoffs. So I think that was his first official...
I think his first year...
I think his first official year is when we were playing you guys in the Super Bowl.
No, there's no way. That was too early. I think he got drafted in 19.
You said no, it was Seattle? Interesting. Oh, okay.
Oh, he got drafted in 2020. So he got drafted in the Tua Bowl. What was his rookie year, though? He started 4 games.
Right. Because that was on the end of the whole Carson thing because he was still there. And then the next year...
Yeah, because he went... how many touchdowns did he have? 6 touchdowns, 4 picks. Right. He was 1-3. It was kind of a throwaway year.
Yeah.
But then, 2021 is when he started 15 games.
And then that's when y'all went to the Super Bowl because we played y'all in the playoffs first.
No, we haven't been to the Super Bowl since 19. He wasn't in the league yet.
I'm thinking Tom Brady. I'm at the Bucs.
Oh, the Bucs, yeah.
The Bucs.
I'm a Tom Brady.
I'm sorry. Either way, I associated Brady. I was like, well, okay, my fault.
I did root for them.
Right.
Because it was Tom Brady, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so that was that year, yeah. And then it just progressed.
Okay, so I was right. I thought I was tweaking.
No, you're
good. DE said Jags just requested for Brian Flores interview. Oh, hell no. Nah.
That's not a bad. The only thing that worries me about Brian Flores is that Tua stuff that came out. Where he like demeaned Tua or whatever and brought his psyche down and was like, you suck pretty much.
Yeah, it's not going to work well with T-Law.
I don't think so. Because even people were with the Patriots, they were like, "Oh no, he would be a great." I'm like, I like him as a coach, but you're bringing in for a second-year quarterback. What if he's like, "Oh, I don't like Drake May. This kid sucks."
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, how you feel about Gerard Mayo?
It had to be done. Yeah. I mean, you start reading the reports too, because people started pulling and people that never watched the Patriots game the whole year. Mm-hmm. Well, why didn't they give him another chance? Why? Because if you watch the games. This team was undisciplined. Yeah. You got people mouthing off in the locker room.
Yeah. You said it earlier in the season too. I was just
I could tell there was a different rhythm.
Yeah.
Why am I not getting the ball? Well, I don't know. Ask this guy. Ask him.
Honestly, I was just this is a lot better than letting it fester into year 2.
And the fact, it was bad, or someone went directly to Kraft and said it was bad because he fired him an hour after they lost.
Facts.
They didn't even wait a day or two. Yeah. Doug Peterson, they waited till Monday or Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they pulled the trigger. Kraft knew something that we didn't.
But. Dang, Miles said he not lying. Dang it.
About what?
They requested to interview Brian.
Oh, Brian Flores.
Oh, yeah, they're not lying. Yeah, he's not lying, no. Bro. Yeah,
but that's tough. Yeah, I mean the Mayo thing. I loved him as a player. I think he's a good person. I feel bad because I don't think he was ready for that job. They gave him They gave him a worse team than Belichick had, and expected him to do better. But I think the big thing is that he never improved. Right. They consistently got worse. They had the big Cincinnati win in week 1, and then it just went all the way downhill.
And then y'all had a moment of clarity with the Jets win.
The Jets win was good. And then even the Buffalo game, 3 weeks ago? And we were like, oh, damn, okay. And then they play Los Angeles and lose 40-7.
Well, at least I'll beat Buffalo in the last game. It didn't really matter.
And then lost the first overall pick.
You can't make this.
You can't make it up. Someone said, "What if he knew he was going to get fired and just screwed them?"
Probably. That was what? Didn't Lovie Smith do that? He did that with Houston.
Yeah.
He said,
knew he was going to get fired.
He said, "Man, bump it," and then they ended up winning. Yeah, because they were supposed to get the number 1 pick. He said, "Man, bump y'all. We win.
Screw it." Hey, you like this?
I don't think he didn't even rest the starters. He had everybody out there. Oh, bro.
Well, he had Davis Mills at quarterback, so that was a starter.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Jeez. And he won them a game. Yeah. My goodness.
Well, in defense of Jerron Mayo, I don't know if he played Joe Milton.
Yeah.
That's our third. And then Joe Milton throws for 320 yards and 2 touchdowns. So,
Start, bro.
I know. That's what I'm like. I don't know. So, I guess he did try to kind of tank a little bit, but Joe Milton was just good.
Yeah, he said, "Man, bump this is my first start. We winning this game." Bro needed that for his off-season confidence. I'm gonna hold you because he knew he wasn't gonna get that chance again.
Oh, hell no.
He said, "Man, let me go out."
No, he went out there and balled.
Right. He said, "Man, I'm not getting this chance again." But going back to what we were talking about, yeah, we both see a lot more upside with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Houston, every time I see them, they lost a lot of questionable games. They've been struggling with
the game where they had the only points they had was a safety. Was that Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah. Against the Ravens. Oh my God.
And speaking of those games, I did not watch the Netflix games. I said bump it.
No, that's fair.
Because honestly,
you didn't miss much.
Yeah, no, because I'll be real. Netflix had me at that freaking fight that
the
Mike Tyson was just in there for cardio for. I said, you know what? Bump Netflix. I am not watching it.
No.
I'll miss these games. I'm not tripping. Going back to the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game, I think we both alluded to it. We both got the Ravens.
It's
just too many slow starts for the Steelers. Russ covered for George Pickens on that play when they were apparently disconnected.
They tried to throw. You see that?
Yeah.
They told George Pickens, they were like, "Yeah, Russ said you were not communicating well,"
and he just walked off.
I'm like, he didn't say that. Russ put it on him and said there was miscommunication, but he was like, I didn't understand it. Russ took the accountability because he always does.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to start shit, but
yeah,
that's the media.
Honestly, yeah, I'm sorry, D. It's not that I don't. Honestly, for a team that had a very tough schedule, we ended. What did we end it 12-6 when we had the toughest schedule. We ended 12-6. 10-7.
10-7. You know what I think is? I think D will agree with me. Even though they did finish 10-7 and it's good, this team could have been better.
100%.
This team could have been a 12-13 win team
with
a better quarterback.
Yeah.
I think all things considered, I'd be happy with the season if I was a fan. You're making it first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
The expectation, you didn't even know your quarterback was going into the year. So
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So then on, I believe, Sunday, we have 3 games. We have Denver versus Buffalo.
Yep.
Green Bay versus Philly, and we got Washington versus the Bucks.
3 good games.
So I'm gonna be real.
We doing Denver first, or you want to do Philly first?
Oh no, we do Denver.
Denver, okay.
Actually, hold on. What did DE say before we progress? He said, honestly, if we don't sign back Fields, I might have to support another team. Ooh, that's tough. Which
I think bring Fields and then try to draft a quarterback later in the rounds, and then hopefully you get lucky. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I would have to focus on honestly for this team. Focus on quarterback, wide receiver.
Yeah.
And get some offense. No disrespect to Najee. He turned it around, but future.
He's like a yards merchant because he has 1,000 yards, I think, in every season he's played.
Mm.
But you watch him run and he's just
I don't see it.
No.
I don't see how he accumulates 1,000 yards.
He's gonna keep a job for a while off of that 1,000. He'll sign somewhere else. But he just, when he runs, he's like...
I genuinely don't see where he gets it from because he's always getting stopped. And I never see him break for very much many yards unless it's the game they're not watching.
Yeah,
the
vision's not there. The speed's not great. I don't really know what he does, but...
No, he said he doesn't want Najee back, sign Warren, and draft an Arizona running back. Agreed.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, Arizona State running back.
If only they would have kept James Conner.
Sheesh.
If only they would have kept James Conner.
They really don't. Well, as you said before, they don't pay running back, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But it's not as if he was asking for like buku.
I know. I mean, and he still isn't even considered, I wouldn't say like a top 5 back, but
he's not even top 10.
I wouldn't even, top 10's a stretch, but he's still solid.
Yeah.
I would put him on the Patriots. I put him anywhere, really.
I mean, for what he's doing with Arizona right now, I'm like, you paid him.
Yeah. He's like so reliable. Like, you just put him out there and he's going to get you decent yards.
Exactly. He gets you first down, touchdowns, like anything you
ball security from what I've seen, unless there's something I'm missing. But
I've seen him fumble, but it's not to the point where I put
like
him
Ramondre where he fumbles 5 times a year.
Or freaking Najee or him wanting crazy money. I'm like, bro, you fumble.
Yeah.
Bro got Melvin Gordon CTE.
Ooh.
I mean, come on. Ooh. You want Emeka
Ibuka.
Okay, thank you, because these names be
That's a Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He said that's who I really want, the only player in the draft.
He'd be like a round 2 receiver.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, that'd be something. They need a good number 2 if you consider Pickens a 1, which I guess you can, and just try to solidify the quarterback position. I think you're good.
Right. So with Denver and Buffalo, I'm going with Buffalo.
I'm going to go with Buffalo too. I just don't think. I mean, shout out to Denver. This season is a success. They could get blown out like 34-3, and I would still say Denver had a good season.
Right. I don't see them. Well, because obviously the Kansas City had their backups and their backups, and so it's not going to be a crazy game like that. Yeah. But I can't see like a standstill in the first 2 quarters, but I think Buffalo will end up.
Yeah.
I don't really see an upset here.
No, I would. I'll take Buffalo. Yeah.
So then we have Green Bay and Philly. So the first game of the season was definitely very close. I honestly thought Green Bay was going to win, but unfortunately, Jordan Love got hurt in that game.
That was the game. Yeah.
We had a few other things that went our way for us to win.
Yeah.
So the only thing is they lost their deep threat in Christian Wood.
Christian Wood.
Christian Watson.
I almost said Wilkins, so thanks.
Yeah, Watson. Watson. He is out for the season with ACL.
Yeah.
He injured last week.
Towards ACL, and then Jair Alexander's out too.
Right. So things might be on the up and up for us a little bit. It's not going to be the same team we played week 1, so I'm going to give a slight edge to Philly due to injury.
I would take Philly. Yeah, I don't think Green Bay's going to get there. I think they're banged up, and they lost to the Bears at home, which is embarrassing.
Actually, no, they beat the Bears by 1 point.
No, the Bears kicked the field goal at the end of the game. This past week 18.
Oh, I thought they won.
No. That was the Bears' first win at Lambeau in like 10 years.
Yo, I'm tweaking. I thought they won. DE said Buffalo for sure, but Denver has their future quarterback 100%. Yeah. And the Super Bowl color theory.
What is it? Is it teal and red?
Yeah, it's this.
Oh, yeah, it's like a greenish teal, greenish and red.
I see a lot of red and a lot of orange, so which makes me believe. So definitely Kansas City.
Yeah, no, that's like tailored for Kansas City, and then Philly.
You think so?
That's a weird.
I don't know
think
what
that green is that.
Yeah, I don't know what that color is. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what that color is.
Super Bowl logo.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Oh, I read it 24-22 Packers. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
because that's why I was tweeting. I was like, yo, I swear. Okay, I read it 22. Okay, because if they would have won, we would have played what? No, I think we still would have played them even if they won.
Yeah, I don't think that game had. Because I think Malik Willis played most of that game too.
It was more so for seeding because if Washington would have lost to Cowboys,
they would have switched.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that the last week was more so for seeding purposes.
Yeah, what is this logo?
Yeah, I don't know what the colors are for this.
That's like it's like, I mean, I would say like a bluish green, but there's no like bluish greens in there.
I mean, the only looks more yellow.
Kind of looks like.
So you're thinking Green Bay. They may be motivated to beat you, and Hurts isn't. He's still hurt. Well, he hasn't been cleared, but he is looking better than he was about 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So But we also do have Minnesota, so maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I think you guys clear Green Bay just fine.
Yeah, I think so too. Even though we best defense, no, I'm playing. We don't have no. We're ranked 10. I think we're ranked 10 overall. Yeah, we're ranked 10.
What defense?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we have he definitely changed his defense around.
Yeah.
Washington, Tampa.
It's gonna be a shootout because both these defenses are a little.
I think Washington has a slight edge defensively.
Defensively, I would say if I had to give the edge, I would take Washington.
Yeah,
I think Tampa takes it. I think they're just inexperienced on Washington's side. Yeah.
I think we. I'm gonna go off the hype because Scary Terry got 1,000.
I know
this team's better. I'm gonna go off the hype. I'm gonna say.
I think Baker. That Saints game was not a good game for them. They almost lost. It didn't look good. It came down to the point that to get him his 1,000 yards, they had to really risk the game because they could have got picked off or fumbled.
And it's crazy too because the other game, the other NFC South game went like to OT.
Yeah,
and they were
what's his name?
Falcon, Michael Penix.
Well, Penix and then Bryce Young had up like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
That joint was crazy. I wanted to switch over to that game, but the Saints Bucks game was still too close. I'm like, I have to see.
I know, yeah.
I had to see if they were going to make the playoffs.
So I mean, I'm gonna take Tampa. I think Tampa gets past Washington.
I'm gonna go with the hype train.
That's fair. No,
I'm gonna go with the hype train for this one. Only because I think. I mean, I keep always saying in certain games defense matters, but I definitely see Washington dominating this. Well, not dominating, like Tampa's not going to score.
No, I think it's going to be like, it could be like 38-34. Right. It's going to be up there.
Right. It's going to be a few decisive plays.
Yeah.
And then we have the old Thursday night matchup rematch.
The face mask game.
The face mask
yeah. Because I was running down these in my head and I go, that's how that last one ended.
The face mask game. Last time these two teams met, the Rams won.
The Vikings down by 8 with about 2.5 left.
Yes, with a face mask that honestly
ripped his neck off. But
so this is yo, these rematches are mad funny.
Crazy.
Green Bay, Philly, Minnesota, Rams, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the hype train too. I'm going with Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't think.
Unless the Rams do something spectacular.
The Rams got me a little confused because some games this year, they were inconsistent.
We talked about it.
They'll play and that was the same thing with Arizona sometimes. You're like, damn, you're getting this team that's like a
yes.
playoff team. And then other times they played the Jets that one game and barely beat the Jets. Mm-hmm. And everyone beat the Jets.
Right.
I don't like it. I don't think the Rams got it. I just don't see it. I think the Vikings were embarrassed at home. Mm. They just lost to the Lions bad. Yeah. I think Sam Darnold's going to come out with a little fire.
You know, it's crazy, too, because they were really downplaying the hell out of, like, the Vikings. I'm like, yo, they just beat a better team. But it's not like this. Y'all acting like this team been ass all week.
I mean, Darnold did shit the bed in primetime, which is not a good look, but I don't think he's going to let it happen again because I think this team's got a little spunk to him. So, I mean, yeah, give me the Vikings.
I mean, in all fairness, the Lions are playing like a literal brick wall.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 teams that beat this team, and the Tampa was one of them.
Yeah.
They just out defense
this
team.
Yeah.
So I don't like when I saw that, I'm just like, yo, they just played a better team. That was all.
Yeah.
There was nothing from that game that made me like want to go against the Vikings.
No.
It was just still a regular season game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're literally playing the best team at home.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro.
No, and I think the Lions, I mean, I don't know if we're going to cover the rest of the playoffs, but I think the Lions are, man, they got something. I don't know what it is, but there's something.
So the game to watch, really, next week, the following, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's going to be Philly. It's going to be Philly, Detroit. I'm going to keep this act.
I think it is.
So, barring any injury, this can go one of 2 ways. It's going to be a slugfest, or it's going to be a one-sided game.
I think it's going to be a slugfest. I feel like it's Yeah.
I mean, because let's look at all the other games because they went back and forth with a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Prior to them winning, but they've also had a lot of very defensive games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think in that matchup, I mean, it can go either way, but I think it depends on how the Lions come out.
Number one defense, number one. Oh, not number one. I mean, I know we were like number one in pass.
Yeah,
and we held the number one spot defensively for a while. I think we may still be. I'm just gonna say we're top 3 defense, just to give the other 2 teams a pass.
Yeah,
but it's I don't know, bro. As a Philly fan, this is honestly the only game that I am like tweaking out about.
Yeah, you guys legitimately stack up well against the rest of those teams on there.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, though, you like have to think logically. I think you do. It's
right.
It's not great. It's
they. So my thing is, we just have to be healthy.
Yes.
So I'm praying that we make it out of the Green Bay game.
Everyone is intact and one piece, fully healthy. Not like AJ Brown's got like half of a tweaked hamstring.
Right.
Or everyone's like ready to go.
Someone playing with half a freaking Lane Johnson playing with half a freaking body part. You know what I mean? Like,
and the thing is, if you guys were to get past Detroit in that next round, I think you guys go to the Super Bowl. I don't think anyone else stops you. I'm not trying to jinx it, but I'm just saying that's where I think it goes.
So, this is just what if. This is definitely. I'm definitely not saying that this would happen. You think it would be a good game, Miles? I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. If we get past one juggernaut, we got to get past another one. That juggernaut is either Washington or Minnesota.
That's fair.
This is not going to be an easy trip. I'm gonna keep the stat. It's not gonna be.
No.
Easy. This joint is on Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Because everybody's good.
Yeah.
Just barring injuries, some of these teams are just lacking a little bit. But I mean, let's be real. If we were to advance and beat Detroit, I think that Minnesota would double back.
I could see that too. I mean,
or Washington.
The thing, because it's just all those teams, and I hate even to bring it up. Let's say Washington, they lose, right? Let's say they lose to Tampa. Tampa has been the kryptonite.
So truly, I don't really look at Tampa like that because I know like the whole story is like Tampa has our number.
Yeah.
I've never seen that team like that. When I watched the games versus Tampa, I just saw bad, horrible, like any type of like degenerate coaching.
So you guys lost more so than they won.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I think our coaching didn't really put us because all those games like against the when we played them last season when we lost, it was a bad team. We were on that skid when we lost all those games prior.
That was an outlier. The other one was against Brady.
I mean, bro, we literally lost to the Giants prior to losing to Tampa.
And then the Cardinals that were like, what, 4-11?
I think we were up like 21 to something, 28-0, and then bad coaching just let them come back.
Yeah.
That was just all horrible coaching. I never saw this team and been like, oh, we can't beat this team. This isn't like a Eagle kryptonite.
You guys are in a much better position this year to do it than you were last year for sure. Right. I think mentally, physically, you guys have gotten better. Quinyon Mitchell's there now. He wasn't there last year. The backfield's better.
Right.
You guys are in a much better position to handle them. But
front line's good. Linebacking core is good. Yeah. I never looked at Tampa and been like, oh, that's the one team I hate playing.
Yeah.
It's just I'm like, okay, how is coaching gonna come into play? But I don't see that happening. But if that were to happen, but honestly, we might get stopped at Detroit. Will I be upset? Not really.
It's hard to be.
I mean, 15-2 team. I mean, from realistic standpoint, of course, I'm gonna be mad my team didn't win. But realistically speaking, this has been, I say, by far a better team than Kansas City.
Yeah.
Arguably, by far, 110%.
I guarantee you, Kansas City does not want to see Detroit. I don't think there's one team in that playoffs that wants to see
Nobody wants to see Detroit.
No.
Nobody at all wants to see Detroit.
I mean, just nasty. Jahmyr Gibbs is like, I can't even describe it.
And then
Jameson Williams, 1,000 yards.
Montgomery might come back.
Montgomery's going to try to come back.
I think he's going to come back either
this round.
or divisional or conference.
Oh well, they have the bye on the
right. Yeah, they have the bye.
Yeah, divisional or conference. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's literally slated to come back.
Yeah. And so that's like a two-headed monster, and he doesn't have to do much. Right. He's a distractor from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Right. And I mean, I saw the injury report with the Lions. I mean, like that joint is stacked. Their injury report. I mean, they're but it's crazy too because they got like a lot of people filling in. Like they got second, third string. You can't even tell.
No, people were dropping like flies on that defense throughout the season, and then they would just plug and play. It was like when the Patriots win the Super Bowl,
right?
And you'd have like 3 linemen go down, and then they pull like Mike Smith from Walmart.
Literally.
Go in there and he'd do just fine.
Literally.
It's the system that they're running. Ben Johnson, that's why he's going to get like bags of money from a team to be the head coach because this offense is going crazy.
Right.
The play that they ran, you remember that one, the fake fumble?
Oh, yeah.
That's smart. I'm sorry.
No, it was clean.
Because I saw it at first, I was like, oh, and then they ran it back perfectly.
I'm saying, hey, all these trick plays they've been doing, no one has the balls to do.
All the linemen reporting eligible, getting touchdowns.
Come on, bro. What was it? Did he fake trip? Did Golf fake trip for one play?
That was the fake fumble. That was when Jahmyr, I think, slipped and then he fake tripped to hand it off.
Bro.
And then they got right back up, and then I think Jahmyr grabbed it, lateraled it back to Jared, and touchdown.
Bro.
Laporta was like...
These dudes are like literal actors at this point. Like
that whole team. And then people try to discredit Dan Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
By saying he's a cheerleader. And I'm like, I don't care because you have to still want to play for your head coach. Right. They love that dude.
Come on, bro.
He does enough to get him by.
And I like the graphics that I saw when he was like on that 0-16 team as a tight end. Yeah. And then now he double backed and come on, bro.
Spun all the way
come
around.
On, bro. That's storybook.
You can't even write it. No.
I don't care what nobody says. That's storybook right there.
And I 100%. Honestly, I want you guys this year. I want you guys to go far. Let's say you guys get knocked. I would definitely want Detroit to go all the way.
Honestly,
there's no other team on there. Either Lamar, I want Lamar to get his Super Bowl, or I want you guys, or the Lions to get it.
So honestly, mine right now is really Buffalo.
I can't pull the trigger on that.
No, I get it because of Patriots, but honestly, it's just more so just storybook for Josh Allen.
Yeah,
to get his.
What sucks is I've told you too. I love Josh Allen. It
just sucks that he
can't do it. Yeah.
No, I get it. 100%.
He was even out there with Drake May the last week, and they were like messing around, like he was like showing him different things, different throwing motions. Mm-hmm. I'm like, he's taking time for like the enemy team's quarterback because he's just a good dude,
right? Yeah, and obviously like Rodgers is about to get the hell up out of there. Yeah, bro needs some competition.
Yeah, so, it's gonna be hopefully it's the Drake and Josh show. Oh, I'm not taking Tua seriously anymore. He's a fraud.
I'm out, bro.
Yeah, I'm out. Do we have another hour and a half to talk about?
We got like 15 minutes to spare.
Yeah, we got like 15 minutes.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time left to spare about that. But honestly, that's the first round. I think we'll just go round by round.
Yeah, honestly, the only ones we were different on, I think, was Washington and Tampa.
Yeah,
we were pretty lined up the rest of it.
So NFC East. I got Detroit and Minnesota.
In what the
conference?
Really? I'll take Detroit and
You got Washington?
Damn,
Nah, because
but let me see.
So because it would either be Detroit versus Washington, or because Minnesota and Washington are gonna play.
I think this might be screwy. So the best seed plays the worst seed statistically, right? Mm-hmm. Coming off the bye. Mm-hmm. So in that situation, Detroit would play Washington if you picked Washington.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, I can't. I'm not a podcaster, bro.
In that situation, give me Detroit and Philly in the conference championship.
Word. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because Detroit would play the winner. So
so we would probably end up playing Washington.
Yeah.
Again.
So we'll go. Detroit would play either Washington, or if Tampa won, then. Let's say Tampa won and then Minnesota won. Then Detroit would play Minnesota. And then you would play the winner of whoever was the
Washington Bucks. So it's going to be another NFC.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, thank God Ronnie's here. He's low-key carrying this podcast. I'm just here.
I didn't even think of it because, like,
see,
I forgot about the seedings work like that.
See, my dumb behind was literally just going off of.
I've done that before, too, because they match up. I'm like, okay, that goes to that, and that goes to that. But
Okay, so we'd end up playing.
So yeah, let's say you guys get past Green Bay, then you would play.
So never mind. Conference would be Philly,
Detroit.
Yes,
I mean it sounds basic because it's the 1 and 2 seed, but
right.
It has to.
That is. Yo, I am dumb as hell.
So that's a barn burner. Woo! Oh my god, that's like edge of your seat type.
100%.
Oh my god.
Well, bump it, Philly. We going all the way with that. My fault. Thank God.
Ooh.
I can't.
So in that situation, then yeah. So like we picked the Chargers, so they would play Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Pittsburgh won. If Pittsburgh or Denver won, then they would play Kansas City because they're the worst seed.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Oh man.
So Kansas City's got an easy path anyway because they're cleaning up any of those teams.
Sheesh. Are we going to see a Kansas City Buffalo in the?
I'd say I'd go. It seems so basic to go like the 1 seed, 2 seed, 1 seed, 2 seed, but like I don't think any of these teams are better than like the others. I mean, Baltimore could sneak past Buffalo, but yeah,
Right.
It'll be interesting.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd do that. Detroit, Philly conference championship. Oh my god, the ratings.
It's gonna do numbers.
Oh my god.
And then hopefully we can get a Bills Baltimore conference.
That'd be nice
instead of a Kansas City.
Yeah, keep them out,
please, because apparently, Travis Kelce would have played the Bengals in a.
We started getting all
on the podcast.
They're so unlikable.
I think we need to stop doing podcasts now because Michael Parsons came out today and said that the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah,
I think we need to.
Is he even? I mean, are they gonna? They should just trade him. Trade him to New England.
I think. No, what?
I'll take him.
Oh God, no! I think we just need to stay off podcast for all I care.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Aaron Rodgers, you think he's coming back?
I do, but I think either way, it's going to be a drawn out process. He loves the spotlight, so it's going to be like darkness retreat. I'll let you guys know by like June.
So here's the domino effect. If he comes back, Garrett Wilson's out.
Yep. The rumor. There's been so many rumors with this team this year.
It is terrible.
Then one of them was like, oh yeah, they're going to get rid of Devontae Adams if Rodgers doesn't come back, just to like reset and rebuild.
Right.
I'm like, okay, but also, is he going to hold them up and not let them draft a quarterback in the draft?
I think that Devontae Adams needs to stop following Aaron Rodgers wherever he goes.
Yeah.
I think he should have just never came to the Jets. Here's a name that I totally forgot about. Elijah Moore.
Oh my God.
I was watching a Browns game and they said his name. I was like, wow, he got out of that finagle.
He was out of there last year, year before, one or 2 years ago, yeah.
Because that man,
Zach Wilson corrupted him. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? That Jets team look a lot better with Wilson than it does Aaron Rodgers.
You want to know why? Because of their coach.
Right.
Because yes, he was a part of the problem, but like I don't think this team was going to be good no matter what this year.
I agree.
Like they just made him worse.
I agree. Yeah. Honestly. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think Aaron Rodgers should retire. Will he? Depends on him. Does he have anything else to offer to the game of football? No. His body's beat up. Yeah. Attitude is horrible. Nothing good has came from the locker room. Did he have a part in getting rid of Robert Saleh?
Probably.
If you genuinely don't think that LeBron runs any team that he plays on, then you must be smoking whatever Stephen A be telling you to stay off of.
Yeah. Shout out Lamar.
It's just knowing when to hang it up. Now, if he was literally throwing MVP type numbers and they were in the playoffs, I'd have a different story. I wouldn't even be talking about this. But I think overall as a player, he obviously didn't. He's not really a mentor in any shape or form.
No.
I think overall you're just wasting a roster spot, salary cap, and you just you holding everybody up, bro.
You're really delaying the inevitable, which is having to either do a soft rebuild or just
right.
I mean, you're holding up your team.
Right.
There's just no way to improve this roster overnight.
I mean, come on, man. Stop being an old man. Get up out the way, bro. Get up or get out the way.
And then this team's talking about, oh yes, we completed an interview with Arthur Smith. Like,
oh my,
Arthur Smith was football was unbearable in Atlanta because of that guy. I don't know how you can interview him. I mean, they're just interviewing Rex Ryan. Didn't they go through that process when I was like 12?
That was a good era of football. Not gonna lie, when he was there and they were winning,
yeah,
and they were competent.
This was a conference championship team with Mark Sanchez, but it unraveled so quickly. I don't know why you would want it. Why are you retreading? Going back down the same road.
Hey, man, they said stop going back to your exes, and this is why.
Yeah.
Stop going back.
Why are we interviewing Rex Ryan in 2025 if you're the Jets? Why are you interviewing Arthur Smith when he was one of the worst coaches that I think anyone's ever seen?
Right.
Just and then that brings up the question with, like, you think Aaron Rodgers and Rex Ryan get along together?
Absolutely not.
Not even close.
Absolutely not. This my fault. This is such a random Kanye question. We have both first East and West. Could this possibly be an NBA Finals joint, or am I tweaking? Or
I don't think you are.
Is it a stretch?
You know what I do? OKC is my pick right now to come out of the West, not just because of the 1 seed. They just look like the most competent team. Even without Chet, they're good.
Right.
I don't know how they're doing it, but
I think they'll go farther than they did last season.
Yeah.
They could. I mean,
I think they go conference.
I think they just need more experience under their belt.
Yeah.
I mean, same crew minus Josh Diddy. It's all good.
That's all good.
It's all good.
Well, they had a Caruso who they gave the extension to.
100%.
They made a good chart. They got Hartenstein from New York.
Josh Diddy is insane.
God.
I really said that.
You did.
My fault.
It's fine.
My fault.
No, it's all good.
Josh Diddy. All right. Going back to football. Yeah, he's just really holding a roster spot. I think he need to get up out the way. So those back and forth that we saw Garrett Wilson and Rodgers have, those were real.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like little stuff that's just gonna get cleared up. Come to find out, that joint never got cleared up. That's why Mike Williams wanted the hell up out of there.
And he got out of there. Now he's in the playoffs.
And now that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That is wild. That is crazy.
So is Zeke. He's on the practice squad Chargers.
Yo, that man, he was like, you know what, man? I mean, I don't know why he signed back to him, but
my favorite trend on like Twitter now is when they post a video and they're like, my boy's just got this demon, and it's a video of rookie year Zeke. Someone will be like, damn, who the hell is out on the field? Is that Julio Jones? Oh my God. They be showing videos from 10 years ago.
That joint was so crazy too, because I was watching Shay, I was watching Unk and Ocho talk about it too. Why did Unk come out with the whole stat that every season after Zeke's highest performance, he averaged less in yards per carry and yards per game? That was crazy.
I didn't even know that.
Neither did I. I didn't see the fall off when he was running up the gut on Philly.
No.
I mean, we couldn't stop him for nothing.
No.
I did not know that he was like literally trending downwards after he peaked. And he peaked so early.
I know.
He peaked mad early. I was like, yo.
He just went like back-to-back years, went 16 and 17. He just was crazy. And then just fell off.
That was crazy. Hopefully it wasn't the accusations.
Speaking of Shannon, though, it was funny when he was trying to talk about the Triple Crown. You see that? He got called out. So he was talking about the Triple Crown for receiving, and it was Jamar got it this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember what the exact reason was. He was like getting upset about it and arguing with Dan Orlovsky. And then he was like, Dan, tell me this. Who was the last person to get the Triple Crown in the modern era? And then Dan goes, your brother.
Was that on First Take?
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
That was like, I think 2 or 3 days ago. Because it was Sterling Sharp got it like 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
And then Shannon was like stuttering, like he couldn't get out of it. He was like, "Oh, but," and he's like, "Well, you asked me, and I said your brother got it." And then Shannon had like no words for it. And then Molly had to get in there, like, "Okay, guys, so we're moving on to our next topic." Trying to make safe face. I was like,
Molly's another.
I know we just don't know.
We need to. I think the whole thing with Joy. I think we need to actually address Molly too, because Jalen
investigations.
Because Jalen, there's a reason why Jalen Rose and her are no longer a thing.
Yeah,
so
something happened there.
Yo, this man is 1 of 11. Yo, keep shooting.
Oh my God.
Yo, keep shooting.
22 minutes.
Keep shooting, and you up by 6.
And Donovan Mitchell's 1 for
11. Oh, I'm sorry.
Up by 3?
Yeah, keep shooting. And lastly, what are we doing with Tyreek Hill?
I mean, Dolphins fans are ready to get him out of there, so I'm assuming this is the year he's gone.
I mean, I get it. You were sticking up for your quarterback and saying that he was more accurate than Patrick Mahomes, but now he was underthrowing you on every deep ball, and this is the most uncreative offense I've ever seen.
It's one-dimensional, it's bland, and not only that, but you needed Tua, like, big time down the stretch.
Right.
His hip, which I'm not... He's big on this. You sit on the couch and eat chips. I play NFL quarterback because he has CTE. But besides that, last 2 weeks of the season they needed him. Where was he? Not in the game. Not playing.
Right.
They didn't shoot him up with cortisone and told him to get out there.
Nope.
He decided he wasn't playing. He took his ball and went home. And then Tyreek probably got frustrated about that. I mean, at this point, I do think you got to get Tyreek out. He's owed a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
He said repeatedly at the end of his contract he wants to retire and stream.
And that's why I was confused, because I'm like, he said 2 more seasons and he's done.
Yeah,
it's been 2.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm like,
I think his contract's up in 27 now. I guess they extended it again, so he'd be like 33. So I'm like, I mean, he's probably going to call it a day before he like genuinely regresses. But someone's going to trade for him. I mean, you'd probably get like a 4th or a 5th round pick at this point.
I think that's the most problem that we're having now. Like, older guys, no disrespect to Jimmy Butler, we're wanting all this kind of money on our back end of the career. Yeah. Chris Paul, and it's just
they start panicking. They're like, let me set myself up real quick.
So it's like, realistically, where are you going to go? Where are you going to win?
Jimmy's a bit of a, I mean, and I hate the heat. You know that I'm not a big Jimmy Butler guy, but I do feel a little bad because like Pat Riley's giving him no support. That's in my opinion. I think he's wanted to stay there. He seems like he's been the most calm there than he has been anywhere. And they go to the finals, they lose. They go to the finals, they lose.
They got to break that team up. They put Bam he's not a center. He's a power forward. If you actually got a center in there, let him. Yeah, because that's why his numbers have been like. That's literally why we always ask, "Where's Bam?" Yeah. It's because like he's literally a point guard and a big body, but you're asking him to slow down his game for the lack of a big. Yeah. And yeah,
it doesn't work.
This whole Heat team.
No.
Blow it up.
Yeah.
If you want to keep Hero, y'all want to keep Duncan Robinson, y'all want to keep Bam, y'all want to keep Scary Terry. I'm like, yo, cool.
This year is already a wash anyway. They're not getting past Cleveland or Boston. So even New York for that case.
I don't even think this is a play-in year, to be honest with you.
There's at least 5 teams better than them in the East, so I don't see why you would continue it.
Look, get a 3rd team, maybe get Caleb to stay there. He already won, or get him on a team where they need a vet or something. Blow this team up. This team ain't it.
Tyler Hero's been playing yin yang, or they've been playing yin yang with Tyler Hero for probably 5 years.
Yeah,
trade him if you want to. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, just end it.
Yeah, basically just end this Heat team.
Yeah,
but going back to the other
Tyreek,
to the other Miami team. Same deal. I'm gonna be real. He can still keep playing football, but I'm like, dog, you wanted to be on your own team and you chase the bag.
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, you want to get yours, but you've been with this team for 4 years now. And
that team's a mess. So they keep, honestly, the way that Miami team started playing at the end of the year, I'm like, did they quit on Mike McDaniel? Because to me, it seems like they just playing unmotivated. A lot of Miami fans said the same thing.
I think a lot of it now is just like a lot of the stuff is just really seeping through. Like, we're all actually seeing what this team is actually like worth and what it is. I don't know if you saw like the that man was shuffling press conference the injury. So
Mike McDaniel. Because then they were like, why did Tyreek not go back in? And
right,
he didn't have words to describe.
That brother literally could not form a sentence. No. So honestly, overall, I think you just got to get a new quarterback.
I think Tua's not going to get you far. No. I think. Their defense, they got hurt a little bit.
Rebolster that defense.
Yeah.
I mean, because they lost a lot of people in the offseason. I'm going to be real, it hurt them. And then not having Tua due to his injury, and they have no backup quarterback.
Which is they've never prepared for the backup. I mean, you had backups that were coming in. They didn't even draft a backup. They were like, Skylar Thompson's okay.
Right.
Snoop Hundley's okay.
Right.
They're not.
And
No.
So, honestly, you need defense and a quarterback. Wherever y'all get it, that's where y'all get it.
Ship out Tyreek. try to hope that Jalen Waddle stays healthy because he's hurt all the time.
Right.
They need a lot. They need a good tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Well, Jonnu Smith had a good year, but they need a lot.
He was literally not. He wasn't the saving grace, but he was the only diamond.
He was definitely like the come out of nowhere kind of guy,
right?
Which is crazy too, because if they had like his production like last year or the year before, that's a scary team. But no, they just sucked this year.
Right.
They didn't play well.
Right.
Miami fans were like blowing a gasket over it, and I would too.
Right.
They haven't won a playoff game in 24 years.
Oh.
I wouldn't be happy about that.
Nope.
No. But yeah, they need to ship him out no matter what. Yeah. It's been clear. I think the damage is done. So
yeah, that's my verdict. Just throw this whole team out.
Yeah. Just rebuild it. I mean, right. I would have fired the GM and the coach, but they want to keep them. That's fine.
I mean, I think I keep Mike McDaniels. I think you just need defense.
Yeah.
Like I never had a problem with him. Like players seem like they want to play for him.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. And
he's a player's coach, like we've said for sure. But
and if I don't know if you noticed, but it seems like finding coaches nowadays is a little bit hard.
It is.
So if you got like a decent coach that like people want to play for, I mean, I was still on the get Nick Sirianni up out of there. My tune has changed
a little bit,
a tad.
Yeah.
We're winning. Yeah, winning cures.
Depending on how you guys do in the playoffs and how the team rallies around them. Yeah, that's I mean, it might be a little more slack for him.
I mean, I'm still on that. I wouldn't hesitate, but we'll see how it goes. But it seems like finding a head coach is a little hard to
There's not, besides Ben Johnson and Vrabel, there's really, even for the Patriots, I'm like, looking at them like, ooh.
Yeah, there's really nobody.
I don't see anyone that moves the needle.
Yeah, no, unless like, I don't know. And Kellen Moore's up for an interview too. I hope he stays.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good OC. I mean, he was doing wonders with those Dallas teams. So
yeah, I hope we keep him.
Yeah, he's done wonders. I would say he's done maybe not miracles, but he's done his job.
Got us 14 wins. That's all.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Like got us.
I mean, Saquon behind that O line got almost 2,000, well, over 2,000 yards rushing. So
I keep that brother in Philly.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah.
But no, this was a very good podcast. Definitely going to. Yeah, we're like hour and 51, so we're gonna call we can wrap here. Yeah. So the poll, Lamar and Josh Allen have tied.
Okay.
So that is that. But we definitely appreciate everybody stopping by. Thank you, DE. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, everybody else in the background who's just chilling with us, watching. Thank you all who stopped by. And we will be back next week. New year. Sorry for the mishap last year. Again, every holiday fell on a Wednesday, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And the bug was flying around last year, so we could not, for the life of us,
avoid it. Yeah.
Honestly, really, I wasn't going to have Brody in here, and I was feeling like death on my doorstep. So we definitely appreciate everybody for stopping by. We will have more playoff updates next week, and maybe more. Hopefully more basketball stuff, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
See if it excites us. Yeah.
We'll see. And college basketball, maybe we'll have more to talk about. And but yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all. And until next week, we are out of here.
See ya.
Peace.